I hear bloop, 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 talkie, talkie.
Okay.
That's not a
I
problem, by the way.
muted.
I always hear that, by the way. Oh, we're live. Look at that. Looky, looky. Hello, Potty Mouth Mama, and thank you next. Speak truth with
Hey,
love.
ladies.
Happy Monday. It's Monday, right?
Yeah.
I can't keep my days straight. No mo. Sorry, I had to take a vape. Hey, I wonder if is there anything going on right now on the tubes? I think some people are live, so y'all need to get
Probably.
out of there and come over here because you already heard that before. I'm just kidding. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying. What's up, Salone Wallace in the bushes with the eyeballs? You're welcome to lurk here or chat if you feel comfortable. I hope you do. But it's been not very interesting week. We should probably, while we're waiting for some people to dance through the stream, maybe just do our little disclaimer so nobody's feelers get hurt. We think.
Go for it.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I don't even know what it is by heart. Um, let's see. It's probably everywhere. Okay. So our disclaimer is we're not relevant, and we know that. We know we don't have everything figured out. We're just trying to figure things out using logic instead of emotion. Um, we know we might get it wrong, so disagreement with our views is welcomed. Also, we're not here to promote channels or spread hate to any other channels. Everyone in this chat is definitely free and encouraged to express their views. But please note the views of the chat do not necessarily reflect the views on the panel. They might, though. We might agree with you. Oh,
Yeah.
it might not. And we might not be able to say because we're trying to not be too biased on stuff, right? Because in my
Yeah, that's
opinion, the
pretty
lines
much
are
the problem.
blurred. Like
Yeah,
between, oh,
we might be applauding you, but we can't really say.
hey, just for you. Look at you guys in here. Love it. I love it so much. Oh, Lord. So,
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
new name. Just for you,
it is.
247.
Wait, 247. All right, I'm not gonna overthink anything today. That's
Yeah.
my new head for my new brain for the week. I'm not gonna overthink anything too much.
I don't overthink the chat at all. Like I
Yeah.
just don't it I just don't care. Like, I mean, not that I don't care about the people. I don't care what names people want to use at all.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Totally. It's a habit for me though, right? Like if on my channel, uh yeah, it just became a habit for me. There's Ash. Ash 274. You just have to take it and get some bottles and try to feed it. What in the heck are y'all talking
what
about?
is she
I don't
talking
know. Somebody
about?
had a baby or something, I guess.
Just for you, 247 said that last week they were a lurker
Nice.
only.
Nice. That's sweet. I love it. Hey, this is
So I'm
Lurker's Logic now.
glad that they feel safe to participate in the stream,
For
right?
sure. Yep. That's the goal. Does anybody know? Ash, what are you talking about? Does anybody know? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I didn't know. And I take the blame for that myself. But Ash, if you can clarify, it'd be cool. If not, I understand.
Yeah, just out of context, that was weird. She said, no, Potty Mouth Mama says wrong chat. I thought Ash said wrong chat.
What's up, you got gapped? She thought she was having a text message. Hey, Jen Vaughn. My
She
goodness.
is in the wrong chat. Ash, go to the stream that you're supposed to be in right now.
Oh my God, Ash, why do you do that? Ridiculous. But that's okay. That's how she is.
That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen her do that before.
I
But
don't think I have either.
everybody has a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
She doesn't know why. Hey, Linky Tor, welcome in. So this week
Hey,
was
Tally girl.
hi Tally girl. This week was what happened this week? Like we're not a recap stream, right? But we got to talk about the week, the past week
Stuff.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
happened?
I mean, really nothing happened this week in our community. In our true arguing community, it was really calm.
Yeah.
And, who knows? Maybe the community will get a new name. It'll lose its status as the true arguing community. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really calm week. Some would say boring, but I kind of enjoyed it. There
You did?
were
Did people go live though?
mostly not as many people went live. There were a few people that didn't stream at all. And there were mostly chit chat streams, Then there was one creator that streams a lot that says they are not doing drama anymore.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes. But, I was thinking that hopefully people are enjoying their freedom to be out of their house because,
yeah, stuff is real.
Most places, most states, I think, are reopening. And the weather is warmer and, I just thought people might be going to the beach or, just getting away.
Getting outside. Summer's starting. Come on. Finally.
Like living their real lives.
Yeah.
Which is always healthy.
Right. Because YouTube is just a distraction from, the negative, right? That's what I've been seeing. I actually saw people say, I only use YouTube as a distraction from the negativity in the world. So if that's the case, then
Potty
then
Mouth Mama said she got burnt crispy. So she got out of the house. Hey, Kimberly.
I can't. What am I doing? Oh, she got burnt crispy. She knows how to treat it. Hey, Donna.
I think Kimberly wasn't around the tubes last week. So yeah, Kim, that you didn't miss much of anything. It was very calm.
That's good, right? Or, oh wait, we titled this "Calm Before the Storm," or is it good?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to say is that there is a kind of a pattern where things are really calm for a while and then all hell breaks loose afterwards. So, yeah, that's kind of the pattern around here. So enjoy the calm while you can, probably, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe some people are done arguing.
Oh my God. It's Donna's Crafty Creations. Happy birthday. She wants us to sing happy birthday to her.
Yeah, no.
But happy birthday. But happy birthday.
Donna.
Oh my God. Happy birthday, Donna.
If you like crafts though, you need to sub to Donna's Crafty Creations. I love her videos.
They're a link. We need to put a link.
She is so detailed, like just to the little details of the different things that she makes. You should check it out.
So many things. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. That's so cute.
Happy birthday.
I'm sorry, I have to spend.
What?
I'm sorry, she has to spend her birthday with us, but hopefully you get to do something nice on your birthday, like a nice dinner.
Yeah, I think
Anything.
she's in a different time zone, so
She is, yeah.
she's
Another part of
probably
the world.
relaxing now, ending her
Good.
day.
That's funny. You're like, I can't, I'm not singing. But happy birthday. And subscribe to her channel. Yes, you do. Thank you so much. You guys are so supportive. Let's see, what am I thinking? I'm thinking about so we were saying that basically like there wasn't a lot of drama that popped off this week. So hopefully people are getting out. Some people are saying that their state moved to a different stage. I think they said yeah, Sloan Wallace said we're finally at phase 2 now. Feels like the longest 3 months ever. It probably does for a lot of people, especially people with kids, people who lost their jobs. It's like, oh my God. Crime scene cleaning channel. Ooh, can barely can take it. Oh man, that's serious.
I have
But
watched some channels about that. And there are some companies that's what they specialize in. There's a company called Aftermath, which is a really good name for a company that cleans up crime scenes.
there's
And I just advertised for them.
you did. There are a few. Well, I saw a couple people in the community who said in true crime, like actual true crime channels, and they would talk about that was their job. That's what they did. Yep. I can't imagine. That's rough. Maybe it would motivate me to scrub the kitchen tile on my hands and knees, though, instead of just running the Swiffer over it. Sorry, I'm making a joke out of a crime scene. I'm not really. I'm making a joke out of the tile in my kitchen. Okay. They want. Well, oh my God, you guys. Okay, so it sounds like other people, like people have been watching other content outside of what's going on over here, so they haven't
Yeah.
necessarily missed the perpetual drama. Because remember, I don't know, for like 3 or 4 months now, it has been nonstop, full blast, 0 to 100 every day from morning until night, right? And then lulls here and there, a day or two off, but just like, oh, what are they going to do to ruin this weekend, right? Sort of
Right.
thing. So on that note, was there
So
anything at
yeah,
all that
and
happened this week in terms of
Kim,
drama?
I was just gonna say Kim is good about taking her breaks and just getting completely different content.
Mm-hmm.
She's healthy like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did want to mention, we were talking about how usually there's the calm before the storm thing. And so last week ended with an ominous warning from a creator, which shall go nameless.
Oh.
But that creator said that sometime within the next week or so, that the shit was going to hit the fan, and some very serious things were going to be exposed about people, popular creators. So, is that the storm that's coming? Who knows? I'm a little
Mm.
skeptical about that, but who knows? Maybe there's something to it. I don't know.
Okay, wait, what?
Yeah, I mean that's really all the detail that was given. There weren't, any names said. Uh, this person's kind of long-winded sometimes, kind of
Okay,
roundabout.
I
I
got
should
it.
say roundabout. That's a nicer way to put it. So it wasn't detailed,
Mm.
but the time frame was very specific,
Hmm.
and shit hit the fan is a direct quote. from
Okay.
what I remember. If someone in the chat remembers differently, please let me know. If they know what I'm talking about, I'm trying
Looks
not to
like
name the
Kimberly
person.
does. Kimberly says, if I
Oh,
remember correctly, she said that before and it came true.
da da da
Oh,
da. Just
Lord.
kidding.
She always says it, and boom, CPS is at someone's door.
That's not good.
CPS? Last time she said it, we got riots and looting. Oh, God. How could anybody make that funny? You are a genius.
Who said that?
Just for
for
you,
you.
247. You're a genius. You're a genius. That is
no.
gold. And riots and looting are not funny, but the way that you're funny. That's great. What is CPS? Never heard of them. I think it's a new band. Unsure what stage we're in. However, I'm vampire by night, daywalker by day. Call me Blade. Interviews are welcome if you're looking for new content. Always, girl, always. So yeah, okay. So it'll be interesting to see. So is that is that like a threat, or is that just a prediction? Is this a psychic?
It is a
You know.
prediction based on information, from what I understand.
Okay. Well,
So
I guess we have something to look forward to. Other people having pain. Is that what we want? Or is this going to help people? That's whatever hit the shit hitting the fan. Is it going to help people? Because change is good, right? It can be a good thing. Am I
yeah,
wrong?
that's a good point. I mean, if something needs to be exposed, that would be beneficial for everyone to know about. Then yeah, I guess that could be a good thing. I think for a lot of people, it would just be an entertaining thing. Something to watch kind of thing.
You know
But
what? I'm just gonna can I make my own prediction?
yes, please.
I think I know exactly what it is. And who cares? I'm just saying. I think I know exactly what it is and who cares.
Yeah, but your I don't care level is a little higher than some people.
Yeah. If it is what I think it is, people will care, and they should. And if it is what I think it is, it will be beneficial to the community, kind of.
Okay.
But it is not altruistic.
Mm.
It
In
is
your
not
opinion.
altruistic. In my opinion, it is not altruistic. It is sensationalism. However, it's just a guess. I could be wrong. I can't say it. But yeah. Good. I wish everybody good luck. And you know what? If it's about people having to pay for things they've done, then hey, so be it.
Tally girl, no, it wasn't just a feeling. It was something that she knows.
Yeah, I can tell you 100%. I already know. For me, it's whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I already know. Sorry. I can't stop laughing in my head. I just can't. Anyway.
Okay, so we got an ominous warning.
And
So
I will tell you guys next week if I'm wrong, right? Let's say something comes out or whatever and I get wind, I hear I'll admit to being wrong. I promise. I cross my heart. I promise I will.
but we may not know by this time next week.
Well,
because
no, not too long.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a time frame if you're telling me.
Okay, well the time frame was 7 to 10 days. So that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
By this time next week, who knows?
So Donna, when you say how many syllables, what do you mean?
Donna.
I'm going to just say 5. 5 syllables should do it.
Kim barely's counting the days. She says yesterday was day 1.
Oh, really? Was it? Okay, okay. Well, if yesterday was day 1, then yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All good. All good. And if the person is trying to do a good thing for the community, then bravo. Good for them. I hope it works out well.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it is though. I'm just saying. Keeping and this is just me. I'm a cynic, dude. It is
Yep.
horrible when I watch people say stuff. 99% of the time, they could be a very, very good person, right? And they could say something, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like, I can tell you sometimes I just know when they say, I'm this. I'm like, no, you're not. I know it. And it always ends up being true. What's that about? She is a new QAnon. Well, that has been put to rest. Thank God. I mean, and again, my opinion, but yeah, I think I know. Anyway, it's not psychic either. Just reading chats. But anyway.
Lurking in chats.
Lurking in chats,
lurker.
you can pick up a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying when we first started these streams, is that you do pick up more and your perspective changes a lot.
Yep.
When you're just lurking.
Sure. Exactly.
So,
taking everything with a grain of salt is a very healthy approach. Yeah.
So I was going to say that there is one thing that happened this week. I mean, it's kind of a saga that's been going on for a while, but it kind of erupted again this past week. And it's really the only, thing that was really going on. And so I just, without mentioning names, I'm sure most of the people in this chat are going to know who we're talking about. But without mentioning names, I just have one question. Okay. Because this situation is going on. I don't know these people personally. I'm not on anyone's side. Okay. I'm just lurking in chats and watching probably over 6 streams about this situation, about a money that was raised for someone. Okay. And so you've got the fundraiser and you've got the recipient. Okay. The fundraiser received donations in their accounts and then gave the money to the recipient. Okay. And then when they gave the money to the recipient, they said, if I'm short, let me know. And so I just have one question. How is the recipient supposed to know if they've been shorted any of the donation money, if the donations went into the fundraiser's accounts? Does that make sense to the chat without mentioning names? Let's just say this. Let's say that Eritrea lost her mind and decided to raise money for me. And I lost my mind and I allowed her to do it. Okay. And then she gave me the money and said, but Eritrea receives the donations in her own PayPal accounts. Okay.
Please. Thank you. Then, get on it.
So she raises the money for me. The money goes into Eritrea's accounts.
Yes, ma'am.
Then she gives me some money and says, if I'm short, let me know. My first thought would be, that is a nonsensical thing to say, because how am I supposed to know how much money went into your account, Eritrea? How would I know how much money went into an account that isn't mine? You wouldn't.
And so there's been a couple times, twice on my channel, where I said to the people who were in my chat, we're doing this, where we have a little project, whatever it was. And this person needs whatever, right? Instead of giving money to me, can you please just send it to them, right? They did. And everything's cool. They know exactly who sent them the money. They know how much they got. And I don't have to be in the middle of it. Now, I did do one for a birthday of someone where they didn't know how to make a business PayPal and their name was on it and they had already been doxxed and it was the whole thing. And it got sent to me, but I can take a screenshot of what it was. It wasn't a ton of money, you know. And I wouldn't say, hey, if it's not the right amount, let me know, because she has no way to know. You're right. Hi, Marcia. It can be done as long as you supply all the receipts. And hi, girls. Um, yeah, I mean, you it's tough, I'll tell you. That's why you don't offer that, because first of all, I can create a from my PayPal, I can create a list of all of the transactions, right? And give it to you and say, here you go, speak truth with love. Here's all the incoming money that I got. But you have to trust me that I didn't alter that shit, that I don't know how to use Photoshop, that I don't know how to make it up in Google Sheets, that I don't know how to take out line items and put them back in a, you have to trust me. So you can't really know, right?
Right.
And you probably never really trust me because we didn't meet. We're not related. We didn't, whatever. So there's all that.
I'm still deciding about
That's-
you. I'm not really sure.
You'll get used to it. Just
Yeah.
keep trying. Anyway, so there's no way to know. So there has to be a certain level of trust. Now, you could provide that person. Let's say the person said they wanted to individually thank each and every person who contributed to the fundraiser. I could provide you with all of the email addresses so that you could write Alexandra Jones at gmail.com. Thank you. That's a fake, by the way. I'm not doxing anybody. A Jones at gmail.com. Thank you so much for the $20. B Watson at Yahoo. Thank you so much for the $50. But if I don't provide you with that, you can't even thank people. And I remember hearing her say she wants to send thank yous to people.
Well, what you just brought up is another issue in this situation that happened this week, because the recipient did want to thank the people that donated and asked for the email addresses so that she could thank them, and instead was given a list of the people's real names, not their screen name, not their email address. So I guess the people that donated were doxxed to the recipient. And then the recipient had no way to reach out to them because all she had was their real names, which she shouldn't have.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for the people who were kind, and for the recipient and the person who, just so many bad decisions were made here. Marcia says, when I did it, it was well and is well known. I do not know how to alter that stuff. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, look, let's get real here. If I go live asking for taco money and dude gets $60 in his account, okay. We're not talking about like $20, $30, $40, $50 here, right? We're talking about long-term bullshit. This is really long-term bullshit. Just give her the email addresses and she can thank them.
Marcia says that sometimes that information should not be released to the recipient by the fundraiser. And that's fine. Like if the fundraiser says, look, some of these people might want to be anonymous. They might not, want you to reach out to them. And that's fine too. But please don't give the recipient of the fundraiser
the name.
Don't give them people's real names.
Yeah, I trust you. And, people trust me. If they send me a PayPal, they're trusting me with their personal information, right? A lot of times. And if I go and I hand that to someone else, I've broken trust, period.
Yeah. I mean, that really made me think about, people need I hate to say this because I know that people are very giving and, they care about, people and they want to help them out, but be careful who you send donations to because they might dox you.
You know what? That's true. I used to talk about that on my lives. I used to talk about that because sometimes people would PayPal me and I would let them know, just so you know, your name's on here. Okay. Because I could tell they were new. And I would tell them, just so you know, your name is on here. And then I started noticing people, and this was long after a certain cancer scammer situation. But I started noticing people getting more savvy about it and hiding their stuff, not sharing as much. And then they kind of got lazy again because we got a bunch of new people, which we should all be, I'm sorry, protecting the new people, making them feel safe in the chat, helping them to help the community not be so toxic. But here we go. Let's dox them to the recipient of the money. Cool. Well played. Hi, Lanky Tor.
Yeah.
Should have kept the
So
second night.
if your PayPal identifies who you are, I guess the safest.
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
I said I'm so behind on these comments.
I
Sorry.
am too. I guess the best thing to do is super chat, and then you don't have to worry about being doxxed. If the fundraiser wants to, let the recipient know who donated, right? I mean, the best thing to do is to super chat, and then that way, they know your screen name.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I would disagree with that. And I'm just giving it from the perspective of having, I want to correct something real quick here. Marcia said, no, the recipient does not want anyone to know their name, not the donors. Okay. Totally fair. Yeah. I would totally fair. Right. Cause you're just, sorry, I stand corrected on how I read that. But I would recommend doing it a totally different way. Do it through Streamlabs. Because any one of you can set up a Streamlabs account. And when people donate through Streamlabs, they can, well, I don't know if they still can. Used to be able to pick credit card or whatever, but you can put in a fake name.
Mm-hmm.
You can put in whatever name you want. So you can put in your screen name. Ash274, right now on Streamlabs, you can send me $100. Boom. I don't even have to know that it's Ash274. They could say it was Marsha White Sharky that did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it goes directly to me because it went to my Streamlabs. And all you have to do is have an email address and a PayPal or some way to collect the money from Streamlabs, which is PayPal.
So that's you would advise people that want to donate through Streamlabs. Yeah. That's the best way to not dox yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Cash App, or create yourself change your PayPal to a business PayPal and give yourself a business name of, for example, Spooky Girl, Ash274, or I delete every message, Dervies, right? Change your business name, make your business name your YouTube name.
And Thank You Next said that she has has a second social media PayPal account that doesn't have her real name.
So I am so far behind. Smart. This is a topic people really have something to say about. They're not just listening. What's that? I'm like, what's going on in their comments?
It's the only thing that happened last week. It is the only thing that happened.
Ander, you can delete your comments, but they will forever be on the screen. I'm just kidding. Welcome, man. Yeah, a lot of people are reckless.
So yeah, I mean, that's,
I miss Mafia College. What did they say? I've never seen that before.
oh, I haven't either.
Okay, the video hold all people who donated to Super Chat. If no one sees that, she gets to pocket more money.
Right. And that video also is not available to the recipient of the donations as well. So there's a lot of problems, which
That
goes
video
back.
is not available to her. She can't share it with them. It's banned in all countries. And that's what happens when you play copyrighted music on your stream, girl.
So that goes back to my original question. How would the recipient know if they're being shorted? Why would you say when you gave them the money, let me know if I'm short some
Because
of it?
you knew you were shorting them. That's why. Because you knew you were shorting them. Let's just say it. Come on.
And every time this is said, because this kind of blew up before and then it blew up again this week for some reason. I don't even remember why it came back up this week. But every time it's said, well, I told her if I'm short, let me know. And I'm like, why isn't anyone saying
how would she know?
How would she know?
Yeah.
So anyway, so yes, if Eritrea did that to me, I would say, how am I supposed to know if you're shorting me or not? Like, that would be the first thing out of my mouth.
You're supposed to say bitch first. Bitch, how would I know if you're shorting me? I'm just kidding.
I don't say that word.
I know. Not well. Okay, whatever. Is that the narrative? We're gonna have a drama stream. Give me 300 people up in here. Okay. She can upload it to DLive so all can watch the video.
Good idea.
There you go. Mafia Mole College, misspelled college. However, they have provided you with a solution. There you go.
Yeah, and Marcia brings up the point that the best thing to do, right, is for the recipient of the donations for the money to go directly into their account.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Never go into the fundraiser's account. But that didn't happen in this situation. And the reason for that is so convoluted that I do not want to talk about it because I can't explain it. And
I could tell you a lot of stuff about how Streamlabs was working back then. And I was watching all this happen. And I was just shaking my head. Because you know how it's going to go. But on that note, the details are ridiculous. It is a cluster F. Somebody wrote clusterfuck. It is. Absolutely. Dude. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what anybody knows or doesn't know. Well, I take that back because I did say that I knew what the whole big hubbubaloo was going to be about. Yeah. Yeah, that is the recommended way to do it. And it's the best. It's just the best. And you know what? Let me just tell you guys something right now. If you have a channel or you know someone who has a channel, do not think that just because you give up money, and I'm just saying this as like my philosophy, it's only my philosophy. Don't ever believe that just because you gave up money, which is why a lot of people are here, by the way. They're not just here, for funsies. They want to make some money, and I get it. It's okay. Their time is worth money sometimes, arguably. But just because somebody gave, let's say, Speak Truth with Love, they gave her money, doesn't mean that they might not give me money too. They do. If they appreciate what you're doing, and that's how they show appreciation, they may give you money for doing a good deed. Just let them go directly to the damn account. Sorry, okay. I'm off my. Thank you. No, we don't want you to back down. We appreciate you being here, Marcia. Don't back down. Never back down. Well, maybe back down, but not like that.
And mildly Sunny makes the point that the fundraiser happened, I think, on the day that the person lost their loved one, and
Girl.
so everything was rushed, and that's why the recipient's account wasn't used in the first place. And I don't understand why it has to happen on the day of. Is it just more sensational to do it that way?
Yeah, it's content.
And how about just wait until you got all your information together?
Yeah.
Like the really important information, which is where is the money going to go? Yeah, that is definitely something that I've thought about several times.
There you go. STS, which is shoot the shit, raised money for a Christmas a few years ago, and all the donations went directly into the people's own PayPals. They were still accused of scamming. You know what? You're never going to be able to get around that. Ever. But, I mean, unless you have grown-ups in your chat. You know what I mean? Yep. A lot of times it is a no-win situation.
Well, that's why I said if you lost your mind and decided to raise money for me, and I lost my mind and allowed you to do it, because we just wouldn't be in this situation to begin with.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I just be like, no, thank you. No, I'm good. Don't even try this because it doesn't work well on this platform.
No.
It just doesn't work well.
It doesn't. It interferes in things, and that's why I'm kind of glad that I like. Yeah, It's hard. It's just money is very touchy. It's just very, very touchy. Super chats and PayPal's into her own account. Yeah, that's true. If you wait, then time passes. People care less. It's not as impactful. This is what I think about that, Donna. This is my take on it. My take on why money is always assumed to be the solution is, and I think I've spoken about this before, but so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I feel like people just sometimes feel like they want to do something. Like, oh my God, this horrible thing happened to this person. I enjoy them in chats. I enjoy them on their channel. I like whatever they're, I feel heartbroken. Let me do something. And the only thing you can do is send them a few bucks, And that's why I think it's assumed to be the solution. Also, if you have someone that has no faith, no religion, no spirituality about them whatsoever, what do they have to offer? It's not like, hey, can we all pray for her? Because then that's disingenuous. That's a load of bullshit. So I think that's why. And people really, I feel, anyway, I know when it's happened with me, I feel like I did want to try to do something to help someone out, even if it was just, a little bit of money that I could spare, but it isn't really ever much of a solution.
Because the people that know you in real life, when someone in your family passes away, people bring you food.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to cook and you don't have to think about all that stuff. And so you have a house full of food, especially if you're a member of a church. Those church members are going to be bringing food over like crazy. And so, I guess that's kind of the substitute for that. It's like, well, I can't bring you a home cooked meal, so here's some food. I mean, here's some money for food, that kind of thing.
I had someone, ironically, when I got out of the hospital for pancreatitis, someone sent me like a gift card for Uber Eats or something. Like, okay, I couldn't eat, but it was so sweet that they, you know what I mean? They wanted to make things easier for me. I couldn't eat. This is how it is because your pancreas processes all that stuff. But it was just like so kind that people want to do stuff like that,
Yeah, thank you, Next. So sometimes people do just want to help someone and there are no strings attached or someone just appreciates you.
Yep. That's true too. That's true too. But the whole using it around an event, I don't know. Can I do some bitching?
Yeah.
What's up with the clone accounts, man?
What is up with that?
So here's the thing. I find it okay, I'm just gonna say this. Uh I'll probably lead me into some other issue that I'm gonna cause. But there's a few people that I've seen around lately saying they've been cloned. And I do not know the whole saga. I apologize. I have been a really bad lurker this week. I had to get caught up a little bit on life. And plus there wasn't a lot going on, but that stuff, the cloning that I've seen in the last like 3 weeks or so. There's one in particular where it seems like somebody's trying to bring someone's channel down. That's not cool, right? But the rest of it, it's just they're trolling. See, look at Sin had stuff to do. They're trolling, and I'm not trying to be advisory here, but my perspective on it is all you can do is let them burn out on it. Let them get bored of it.
Yeah.
I mean, because who cares? Like, they're advertising you, right?
Well, if you have a channel, no, it's not advertising you. No.
All right. So tell me what's wrong.
If you have a channel, they could go and say something horrible, and then you get a lot of hate your way.
Oh, well, that's true. And you know what? YouTube has taken away the ability for us to be able to confirm whose account's who, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so, but they're trolling, saying nasty, horrible stuff. See, I didn't do a good job of lurking.
Yeah. That's really the issue that's going on.
Oh, that means you.
Especially, with one creator, is that, they're saying stuff that she doesn't want to be associated with.
Well, here's the thing about that, though. If they know, like most people know, if most people know who you are and you have a group of people who back you up, then I don't know. It's not good. Just stop cloning people already and saying mean shit. If you're going to clone someone, go donate a bunch of money in their name. My advice.
Yeah, you got Gap says that, one of the clones is doxing people.
Yeah, I have seen some of that too. But I'm going to tell you that for the most part, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the integrity of most of the individuals in this community. I really do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if someone, I don't want to mention any names because I don't want to give anyone ideas, but yeah, like if there's someone that's a really, someone that I know would never dox anybody, and I see them doxing somebody in a chat, I'm going to know that's a clone.
Yeah. I mean, we know. Oh, Remy said she got cloned four times. Linky Tor, I have a feeling that YouTube did that. At first, I thought it was a glitch, and when it lasted longer than 24 hours, I was convinced by my attorney that it wasn't a glitch, and I started thinking of the benefits of why they would make it impossible to check the clone account in the chat. And there is a benefit. If they're going down to a model where you have one IP, one ID, one account, then you don't really have any need for that. I don't know personally what the benefit is at the end of the day, other than to force people into verifying their accounts, which at the end of the day would be a good thing. It's almost like they've released step 1, but they haven't finalized it with step 2. I don't know.
Oh, you mean they created a problem and then they're going to create a solution?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how we do things in software release. Yeah. But yeah, of course. Yeah, and the solution is going to be that you have to be tied to something with a valid government ID or something. Mm-hmm. They've been clamoring for this for a long time. Yeah. They want to know who the hell you are, man. And the advertisers will pay good money to know that, won't they, attorney?
Yes, yes, they
There's a
will.
lot of money in that.
Because yeah, I mean, right now there's a lot that's, tied to your account right now. Like the things that you're interested in. I mean, you can be
Yep.
targeted by your interest, by your location.
Yep.
But the clone accounts, not so much. So if you're kind of splitting your activity between two different accounts, it does make the advertising not as accurate. So yeah, if you're forced to just use one account, then yeah, it would be better for the advertisers.
It would be better for the advertisers, and the advertisers would be able to know who the hell you are. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody remember Zuckerberg having to fake testify in front of Congress about data? Let's get real now. There's money in data.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good God. Yeah, they don't have to turn on half-baked solutions, but that's the point. That's the point. Create a problem, come up with a solution, and now you're a good guy. And they'll slide it through. It's for your good. It's for your safety. It's for your safety. Which I think is a load of bullshit. That's why I'm bitching about it. Yeah, I think that was my only major complaint of the week is the cloning accounts thing. Especially if it's to do harm. Otherwise, like the
Right.
subtle trolling, they're just trying to see if they can get your goat. The less they can get your goat, the better off you're going to be in the long run. So don't.
Yeah.
I hope everybody cannot let it hurt them too bad, because that sucks. Especially the doxing part, saying horrible things, not cool. Bart.
Okay. You want to hear what I want to bitch about?
Yeah. Let's hear you bitch about something.
So, what I want to bitch about is not anything that's like just happened recently, or maybe it did. It's just something that I've been noticing for a really long time. And that is that, let me think how to explain. And there are going to be people that probably completely disagree with me in the chat. So please disagree all you
feel
like.
Free, I guess.
Because it won't bother me at all. But the creators, okay, deleting a stream, taking down a stream, or privating a stream.
My own stream.
Huh?
Like my own stream, you mean? Deleting my stream.
Okay. Those terms, those phrases, it all means the same thing to the viewer.
Oh, yeah.
It means that the video is not viewable anymore.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes they'll use the term, a stream got deleted, a stream got taken down, a stream got privated. It all means the same thing to the viewer. They can't see it anymore. But there are a few creators that in this community, and probably in every other one, that when they're confronted about taking down their stream, usually what people will say to them is, why do you delete your streams? Or it's not fair for you to talk about people and then delete your streams.
Yeah.
And the creator will say, oh, I don't delete my streams.
And then,
and then they'll say, well, then why can't I see your stream? And the creator will say, well, I set them to private, but I don't delete my streams.
Yeah, that's irrelevant. It's the same thing. For you as a viewer.
Yeah, it's intellectually dishonest to say that, because the creator knows.
Did you just say intellectual?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is okay.
It's intellectually dishonest because the creator knows that the complaint they know what the complaint is about. It doesn't matter.
View the video.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they say delete, take down, private, whatever. It means that your stream is not accessible anymore. That's what they mean. So for you to say, well, it's not deleted, it's just privated, it's all the same thing.
It is the same thing.
I mean, technically, yes, it's it's not deleted because it still lives on the channel, right?
Yep.
The stream still lives on the channel, but it's not accessible anymore.
So basically what that creator is telling you, in my opinion, and the last time I checked, I was entitled to have one. What they're saying is, look, you can't watch the video, but I'm keeping it in my back pocket in case I need some shit.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling you. They're saying you no longer have access to the whatever I was spewing, but I do. And I'm keeping it just in case I need it. I have accidentally deleted streams before. It sucks. Not because I needed it, but just because I didn't want to delete it. Like I meant to put it on private because someone got, doxxed or whatever the hell, right? Which is, in my opinion, I'm sorry, the only time I have put a stream on private is when someone got doxxed or when someone cried and begged me to put it on private because they cried on the stream. Like a tool. Okay. And that is now unprivated, by the way. But that being said, I'm not caving in how I used to either. And it was very long. It was like a whole year ago. But I'm not caving into stupid bullshit like that anymore. So, but if someone gets doxxed, you've got to edit that out. You got to, or delete the thing or put on private or whatever. But yeah, it is the exact same thing to everybody that's in your chat that's subscribed to your channel. Hey, Giggles, welcome in. You have to go back to June to find out, Remy.
I mean, what'd she say?
She said who cried. I said, you have to go back to June to find out, Remy.
I mean, these creators, so the streams that I'm referring to that are getting privated is when the creator is talking about people, Yeah. And it's almost like talking about people behind their back, because even though there's a possibility that they saw it or someone that they know recorded it, if you're going to talk about people, leave the stream up,
Well, I kind of like the idea of like, hey, you better catch me while you can, like get it while it's live, but at the end of the day, I really don't. I prefer the leaving it up. And that's why I've conducted myself that way. My advice would be, if you don't like it, don't watch those people. Fuck them. Like, who cares? They're probably useless as shit anyway when it comes down to it. It's probably all just gossipy. I honestly do not know who we're talking about. I can think of some examples. And when I think about it, I think, I don't care. I'm not subscribed. I don't listen. I don't watch. It doesn't matter. But if you have a vested interest in this person, maybe you could ask them, hey, would it be okay if you left your streams up for 3 days so that maybe I can watch them so I don't get a notification? I love you so much. And then I get a notification. I'm just getting off work, boo. I go to click on it and it's gone. And I wanted to come wish you happy birthday or see how you're doing or ask about your life, whatever. Maybe you can ask that creator. If not, don't support them. Unsubscribe. Bye. There's so many other things to do with your time.
I think the other thing too is, okay, it feels like they're talking about people behind their back, which isn't fair. And the other thing is that the only thing that I can think is that they don't want people in their real life to see what they do on YouTube. I don't know, but
I guess that could be the case.
But then if you're embarrassed by what you're doing on YouTube, then maybe you shouldn't do that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird. But so if I had to take down my stream or private it, if I decided to go live and tell people how Eritrea did me wrong.
Yeah.
And I decided, I think I'll take that down. I would at least admit that it isn't fair to the people that I'm talking. It's not fair to Eritrea that I'm making my stream inaccessible for them to hear. I mean, just
Mhm.
be honest about it.
Yeah.
Because there's two opportunities for honesty here. You say, yes, I delete my streams from the viewable videos on my channel. Admit that you are deleting them from the viewable videos. And then say, even though it's not deleted. And yes, it's not fair to the people I talk about that I take the streams down. Just admit that you're not being fair. And admit that you're deleting them in a way. You're deleting it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's my bitch. That's my gripe.
That's
Sorry,
right.
I didn't read the chat. Did the chat agree with me or not? Did you see?
People were talking about other stuff.
they don't have the same gripe.
Look, Kim Beerly would like for Republican Ash to leave her streams up so she can watch her because she adores her.
Okay.
Mildly Sunny says when they hide the streams, it's like having a puzzle piece missing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now Thank You Next has a poignant question. Do you guys think others should be able to record those streams and post them on channels so others can see what was said?
Eritrea.
You know what's crazy? They kind of do.
I'll let you answer.
They kind of do. Okay, and this is a fight that goes on all the freaking time. They kind of have a right to do it because that content doesn't exist on YouTube.
Right.
So think of somebody that we know in the community that started off kind of taking a stab at everybody was they were kind of came off unbiased or claimed to be whatever, right? They have black screen with white typing on their channel. And if you don't know what happened, you might get some information from their channel. Okay. Yeah, it is fair use. The problem with fair use is that you have to change, or I'm sorry, you have to transform the content about 70%. Okay. And it's on YouTube's whim. So YouTube decides, did you transform it about 70% or no? So yeah, the fair use, putting that up on that doesn't do shit. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It's a public platform, not private. So you can probably, for the most part, the problem is that if anybody files a copyright complaint against you and you're recording their streams and they're taking them down, they're going to have a little bit of a hard time because it's not even on their damn channel anymore. So yeah, it's a conundrum. It's something YouTube probably doesn't want to deal with the amount of data that they process on a day-to-day basis. So I would say if you love someone so much that you would like to watch their streams, even though you have to work a 9 to 5 or whatever, maybe ask them, hey, can you leave your things up for a couple days? Because the first 3 days you get the most views anyway. But that's just my recommendation. I think people should, if you're going to delete your stuff, I mean, if that's the way that you behave, that's going to encourage people to record it and comment on it. Don't you think? Because it gives people an end to call you ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna private your videos all the time, then you really shouldn't complain if people re-upload them.
I mean, they're kind of helping your channel too.
Yeah.
Even if they're making fun of you or pointing out how, crazy stuff is, sometimes they're helping you out.
Or how unfair it is to talk about people and then take your stream down.
And then delete it, yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that, apparently, the information has happened. The eye of the storm has passed. It has landed. It has reached ground. Everybody now knows. Everybody now knows what this was, what it is, blah, 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 blah. And I am wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I was wrong. It's not what I thought it was. I don't see this being a benefit to the community. I think it's a whole bunch of bullshit.
So the storm landed during the stream. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have intel, and it's not dirty intel. It's public information. You all will find it if you peruse them on YouTube. I'm just telling you right now, I wasn't watching anybody else. I got a message, and I'm just saying I was wrong. And who cares? Again, more. Who cares, dude?
So it was anticlimactic, huh?
For me, you'll all
Yeah.
have to decide. You're coming up from your basement now. You'll all have to decide if you have a climax or not. I did not.
Thank you, Nex. That's funny.
I didn't. I didn't. That did it.
Hey, Blaze Fairchild. I haven't seen Blaze in here before, I don't think. I mean, I've seen Blaze everywhere, but not in here, I don't think.
Blaze is a busy worker person.
Yep.
Always working. It's always good to
Wow.
see you, Blaze. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that in real time because we thought we're gonna have to wait another 3 days.
I thought we might have to wait 7 to 10 days.
Look at the timing of the storm. Now, over the weekend, though, we might get another rush of clouds. So I could be half right. But I guess not. I don't think so. I think I was wrong. What is your storm? It's out on the streets of YouTube. I can't even bring myself to say the words out loud. It's unbelievable.
Well, Tally girl, you know, we were talking about at the beginning of this stream about a certain creator gave an ominous warning. Apparently, that information from that warning has come out. So I'm sure we'll hear more about it this week.
And I would be interested in knowing if anybody gives a flying rip.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to talk about that next time. Did anyone care?
Yeah.
Was it really a storm?
Yeah.
So,
but that's what happens when you're dealing. I'm telling you, this is drama queen stuff. This is drama queen. So you have to expect it. Anyway. And nobody can deny that. Oh my God, you guys are in for a laugh. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. You are in for a good laugh.
All right, we'll let them find out. When we're done here, I'm sure it'll be. So we always, you know, because we're gonna wrap it up. We always like to end by talking about something positive that happened over the week, something that someone did that is positive, or they make a really good point, or they just say something or do something that's beneficial.
Yeah.
So this week, I wanted to give kudos to Diane from Diane's channel with Wendy.
Yeah.
Diane and Wendy. So this week, Diane had a stream planned to talk about her problems with Low Lightly. And I think she said she was going to just straight up drag her. You know, that's what she had planned to do. And people were really looking forward to it. But before the stream, Diane talked to Low Lightly privately, and they worked it out.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I thought it was good because, you know, Diane could have refused to talk to her, and she could have continued with the content for her stream that she had planned. But she did something that I personally think there should be more of, you know, when possible. When there isn't something major that needs to be exposed, you know, it's a good idea, I think, is handling things privately instead of arguing publicly.
Yeah.
And in this case, it was probably a difficult decision to make because, you know, there seems to be a pattern of conflict between the two women. And because, you know, it caused Diane to have to change her plans for her stream and possibly disappoint her audience.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
they might have
she's
been looking forward to whatever. Yeah,
she's got
she
to
was gonna
disappoint
say.
her audience. She's got to scramble to find new content. Possibly, you know, maybe she didn't have to scramble. Maybe that was easy for her to just move on to something different. And you know, I have to admit that when someone does something to me over and over and over again, I'm usually no longer willing to take their phone call or listen to their apologies
Yeah.
because I doubt their sincerity.
So is that what
Um,
happened? There was a repetitive cycle, and she was just gonna
yeah,
go live,
they've
but
gone
then worked
back
it
and
out.
forth.
Okay.
They've gone
Okay.
back and forth. From what I remember, and so hopefully this will all work out well, and Diane and Low Lightly won't have any more issues in the future.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. You know, hopefully that pattern will end here.
Mm.
But yeah, I just wanted to give, you know, credit to Diane for, you know, just fixing something privately that didn't
Yeah.
need to become a public
A big
argument.
deal, and also harmful. I mean, look, if I'm the let's say I'm the antagonist, and I'm antagonizing you and have a larger channel, it looks good for both parties that they were able to work it out quietly, because maybe I'm antagonizing you just to get some attention. But hey, if I talk to you one on one and we're not doing this drag fest back and forth, then I obviously really wanted to squash it with you, right? If I agreed to do that. So yeah, hopefully that sticks. Congratulations for the kudos, basically, Diane. And that's a very, very honorable thing that they both actually were able to work that out. That's great. That's awesome. I love hearing it.
Yeah. I don't know that her audience loved hearing it the other night, but
Yeah, it's a risk you take, right? If you're in the drama, because she's in the drama community.
mm-hmm.
She's, kind of a matriarch of drama community. So, you have a lot of people maybe waiting to hear the tea about, this person, and it fizzles out. But knowing them, I'm sure they have plenty of other good things to talk about. So, yeah, that's cool. Right on. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, Linky Tor. Love you too. Do we have anything else this week?
I'm done ranting. I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
I've been
done.
ranting this entire stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm done
I don't
ranting for
think you've been
today.
ranting, but I
Okay,
think
good.
that it's been interesting to see what happens on a quiet week. There is still stuff to talk about, right? And there still are things that we can have an opinion about and maybe have a lesson to learn for ourselves, because we're not telling anybody else how to act. Maybe have a lesson to learn for ourselves, like how would I behave in that situation or whatever. And then I like to try to give a little bit of perspective on what it's like having a channel where you can see things, and because not everybody can do that. But we appreciate you coming, sharing the channel. Thank you guys for sharing it out in chats where you moderate. I've been seeing that. Thank you for sharing the stream to your friends or in discords and things like that. We very much appreciate it. And again, we have an email in the about section of the channel. If you guys have any show content topic ideas that you want to share with us, feel free to leave it in the comments of this video or whatever. Or if you're too shy to leave a comment, go ahead and email it, and we will get to that this week.
Yep.
So thank you all for coming. I hope you have a beautiful week. Thank you. Next, closing arguments from the attorney.
I am
Thank you.
done.
Next, speak truth with love. I'm like, thank you. Next. Hey, you got multiple words in your name. Speak truth with love. You're done. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming. Oh,
Well, did we thank the lurkers and the mods? Did I miss that? I just want to thank the lurkers and the chat and the mods for being here.
Go. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, you guys. We'll see you hopefully next Monday. Stay safe, everybody. Peace.
Bye.
Be nice and stuff and things. Okay. Later. Thank you.